Improv Separately Together. I'm your host, Philip Whiting, and today, exciting news. The very first interview with someone I've never actually met before. His name is Steve. Welcome to the show, Steve.
Hello, Philip. Steve Disborough with Improv Chattanooga here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on being the first person I don't personally know.
Oh, well, you know, that's what this quarantine thing is all about, is reaching out to strangers virtually.
Right.
And finding people with common ground and expanding your horizons a little bit as much as we can from within our four walls here. So I'm excited to be on the show.
And I'm excited to have you. I was hoping we would get to the point where I was having people I didn't know. I didn't realize within 3 days I would have 4 or 5 people I don't know being like, hey, I'm interested.
Well, you know, actors are stage hogs, so any sort of stage time, virtual or otherwise, is something that we're all scrambling for. So this is fantastic.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the interview part. Like I said in all my other videos, I'm going to interview improvisers and non-improvisers, and then they're going to turn into a character and be re-interviewed. So we talked a little bit, so I kind of know this answer, but we're still going to ask it. During this coronavirus, how has your day-to-day changed?
My day-to-day has not changed all that much. I've been self-employed since 1989. I published a magazine for a really long time, computer magazine, and then once the internet sort of took off, I transitioned into computer programming remotely for clients, and I do that now for various and sundry clients around the planet. And so I just basically sit at home all day anyway. Oddly, I do everything in front of a green screen, so that's, why would you? I don't know. But the one thing that's really changed for me with this is having my wife home all the time.
Right.
And my mother, who is elderly and has a touch of dementia, moved in with us about a year ago.
Right.
And at least for the duration thus far of this event, my wife has been sick with bronchitis.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, it was just bronchitis.
Right.
And so I've been taking care of both of them. She just came out of quarantine because we didn't know exactly what it was a couple days ago.
All right.
So she's going around the house fixing everything that I screwed up while she was isolated, and we're taking care of my mom. So that's really not much has changed for me, fortunately, for better or for worse. But it's definitely been a very bizarre experience all around.
All right. So, but with your working at home, these next 2 questions will probably seem weird, but we're going to ask them anyway.
That's all right.
What is your biggest like about being home?
Well, like a lot of improvisers, I'm kind of an introvert that's only extroverted when I'm on stage. So I like the fact that I have to be home.
Right.
I like that I don't. I don't have to say, oh no, I really don't want to. I'm sorry, I can't go out and do that tonight. I have to wash what's left of my hair. So that's kind of nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your biggest dislike about being home all the time?
I would really like to just go out and have some Mexican food.
Yes.
That I don't have to bring back home. We live in a little town called Rossville, Georgia, which is just over the border from Tennessee and Chattanooga. And at the bottom of the hill that we live on, there's a wonderful Mexican restaurant called La Familia. And I really miss being able to go in there and sit down and talk to the owners and just kind of that human interaction that introverts normally don't like. Once it's taken away completely. Right. You find, well, I find that I miss it. I know there are some psychopaths out there that really are really happy that this is going on, and that they have to stay home. But every couple of days I get to feeling like I really would like to interact with some other humans in a more physical way. Right. That came out completely wrong.
I understood.
Okay.
My wife and I are definitely missing Mexican food. We like to sit down because you get more chips and salsa that way. So the little cup they send you home with.
My wife has been forced to make her own margaritas. So
no!
It's a bad time for her. It's a bad time.
Okay, so this question could have been answered, but maybe not. What are you missing the most right now?
The most. I guess I kind of missed the stage time. I mean, we had a theater that we closed for reasons completely unrelated to this at the end of 2019.
Right.
And we were doing, we're looking to move into a new theater. And that was sort of in the works and got side-railed by all this.
Right.
So I kind of miss that. I miss that working on that project. I miss the little crappy bar gigs that we had set up and that were going on. I miss interacting with people that come out to see the shows. That's really the main thing. I've sat in on some virtual shows,
right?
And that's been a lot of fun. And we're going to start doing some virtual shows, hopefully this week or next.
Right.
But the actual physical stage time is something that I'm probably the thing I miss most out of all this.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
We've missed. Well, the first show we missed last month was nothing to do with this. It was a different reason. But this month, obviously, everything's closed, so we're not on our show. Okay, so my last question for this part of the interview. What's the very, very first thing you're going to do when all restrictions get lifted?
When all restrictions get lifted? That's a very interesting question. I don't know that I've thought that far ahead. Probably go to the dentist.
Ah.
I had, and that seems, that's what is it you've never enjoyed doing before this that you really looking forward to after it's over?
Right.
A couple weeks before all this started, I chipped a filling.
Ooh.
Or lost part of a filling, and that's been sort of a pain. And I had scheduled to get that fixed, and the dentist got sick.
Oh no.
Like a week before all this started, so we put it off.
Right.
For like 2 weeks, and then all the dental places just closed down. So as odd as that seems, I'm kind of looking forward to going to the dentist and getting this. It's not a hugely bad problem at the moment, but I just know that one day I'll wake up and it's going to be an emergency room trip.
Yeah, my wife got an email I think last week that her dentist is only doing emergency stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully you don't get to that point because that'll be bad.
That would be bad. I have some very good drugs from my last trip to the dentist, so I will go through those.
Nice.
I'll go through those. I'll stretch those out as much as I possibly can. But then,
All right. So I hear you brought a friend with you. That
I did. I did.
You go ahead and get them, and I'll do an introduction for them.
I will. I'll be right back.
All right. All right, guys. Steven brought a friend. Let's go ahead and meet him and see how he or she is doing during this time. All right, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey, what's your name?
What's going on?
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Who's asking?
My name's Philip. I'm doing the interview with you. Yes.
Interviews? Are you from the government? Because I'm not filling out that census, brother.
No.
I'm not answering any questions.
No government.
Not doing any. I'm Caucasian. That's all you need to know.
I see that. We're just doing an interview just to see how you're doing throughout this time right now.
Well, all right. My name's Clyde.
Hi.
I'm doing okay. My back hurts a little bit. That's because I've been working. I'm one of them essential workers.
Oh yeah.
Been digging holes down there for the mayor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what has changed in your normal day to day throughout this?
Normal day to day. Well, there's a lot more holes.
So the holes you dig have multiplied, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and they're not. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, he's digging, big holes. Big holes. No, they're tiny holes. I don't understand why the mayor needs tiny holes. They're like 4 by 4 inches, but 17 feet deep.
Huh. That's definitely interesting, and maybe needs to be looked into.
The last fellow that looked into it disappeared.
Oh, okay. So maybe we won't look into it.
I would not recommend that, my friend.
How about if you figure it out, but they don't know that you figured it out? You come back and tell me.
I will.
Okay, perfect. So you're home a lot more because everything else is closed, like when you're off of work. So
what is this? What is this thing?
That's just a screen that you're seeing me on.
He put these cans on my head. I figured there's gonna be Pink Floyd playing through them, but it's just you.
Yeah. It's just so we can have our conversation back and forth.
Oh, Okay.
What
was the question again? I'm sorry.
Okay, so after work, instead of going out because there's nothing open and you're home a lot more, what do you like about that?
I don't stay home. Hell no, man. It's all a hoax.
Oh,
it's all a hoax. I got my third grade education. I know a hoax when I hears one.
Oh, okay. So you're just out and about, regardless of what
I'm doing. I like to walk through downtown Rossville in my Speedo.
Oh.
Now that it's nice and warm again.
Nice, I think.
I like to. I got a Lion King Speedo that I got the other day in the mail from Netflix.
Oh.
And, I like to wear that out, and I put on some sunblock on my head just so I don't. I wear a special sunblock with the foil chips in it so the rays don't get to my head.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I want to roll that back just a little bit. Was it a Lion King or a Tiger King?
Yeah, you want to see it? I can stand up and show it to you.
No, we're good. I just want to know if it was Lion King or Tiger King.
Oh, Tiger King.
Okay.
That's right, Tiger King. Lion King. They're big cats.
Yeah, but way different stories. So I guess you're not missing or disliking anything about this.
I dislike how hard it is to get into a theater because you have to you have to get that crowbar and pull that chain off. And you go in, and I've had to learn how to work a projector. And just load up the movies. Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss, is quite good. I highly recommend it.
All right, so you're breaking into the theaters and
I'm utilizing buildings that God has put on this earth,
right,
for their intended purposes. That is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So you got complete control once you're inside.
Once I'm inside, I take the Speedo off, Philip. I take it off and I make myself at home in the theater, and I pop all the popcorn I can.
Right.
And I watch the movie, sometimes 2-3 movies at a time.
Oh.
That Onward, which is the thing, the animate, not so good. Not so good.
Right.
Yeah.
So your opinion is no on that, but yes on Invisible Man?
Invisible Man, yeah. Elizabeth Moss, she's a mighty handsome woman. I do like Elizabeth Moss.
All right. Okay, so when everyone else goes back to work like you are continuously doing, what is the first thing you actually want to go do?
Well, I'm probably going to have to go and disarm some of the mines that I've set up around the theater locally to keep out the vagrants and the homeless people. Because they were, once they find out the doors are open,
right,
and they can get in and watch movies with me, well, that's a problem. I do not like people near me. This has actually been great for me. I don't like people being near me or touching me or breathing on me or pointing at my Speedo and laughing. I just don't like any of those things. It's rude.
Yes,
rude.
Very, very, very rude.
I'm very, even though this is my personal opinion with my third grade education,
right,
that I feel this is a hoax. I'm beginning to think that maybe it's not, because I seen a feller cough himself in half.
Oh, snap.
And in half. He just coughed so hard he just split in two.
Wow. I missed that one.
And then I figure maybe there might be something to it.
Yeah.
So I'm liking this social distancing thing. I think, I don't know why they don't just call it keep the hell away from me time, which is what I prefer, but
whatever you need to call it, as long as it works for you, it's good, right?
Yeah, that's true. I just right in half, Philip. I can't explain or describe just the horror of it.
Right. Okay, so that's all the questions I really have for now. Was there anybody you wanted to say hi to before?
I'd like to say hi to my ex-wife, Charlene. Charlene, I hope you're out there dancing it up, living it up. I hope you're indulging your fetish of having people cough on you nonstop. And I hope that this ends up in the alimony having to stop.
All right, so thank you for coming on the show. Let's go ahead and bring your buddy Steven back, and have a good day, buddy.
Money. Hang on just a second.
All right.
Get over here now.
Woo! Yeah, he's out there a little bit.
Sorry about that. We have a work release program here in Chattanooga that I've been trying to support. I don't think it's going to work out though.
He seems okay as long as you stay away from him.
Yeah. He was covered in blood though. I don't know if you could tell.
No, it was pretty hard to tell. It must be from
Weird.
the chest down.
Yeah.
So thank you, Stephen, for coming on.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to or say hi to?
All my actors at Improv Chattanooga, everybody that's ever come to see a show with Improv Chattanooga, just everybody out there in the big wide world of improv, stay safe, and I hope you all get back on your stages soon.
Yes. Thank you for coming on. Hey, guys, that's it for this episode. We'll be back tomorrow with the next episode, all right? Peace.